financially mostly, from what I see, because it's all about everyone wants to be.
How about Manny Pacquiao? Would you ever want to fight with Manny Pacquiao?
No, I think this is impossible. Too small. Manny too small.
Let me ask you though. You don't think Pacquiao has a shot against
No.
Mario Barrios?
No,
Not at all.
no. He's past his prime. No. Last time we seen him in there with he got beat to sleep.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson has delivered a powerful warning to fellow icon Manny Pacquiao as discussions intensify about the Filipino champion's potential return to the ring at 46. While fans are buzzing with excitement at the idea of Pacquiao donning his gloves once again, Tyson was unflinchingly honest in voicing his concerns. The former heavyweight king didn't mince words, emphasizing that the ring is no place for aging warriors. Boxing is not a sport for old men, Tyson cautioned, urging Pacquiao to weigh the serious risks of making a comeback at such a physically demanding stage of life. Pacquiao
In there with he got beat to sleep with
By
Ugas. And we seen what Barrios did to Ugas, and I never thought Ugas would have never beat Pacquiao in his prime.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
So it's just he's not that guy anymore.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And nobody knows about no longer being in their prime more than me and Ignorant Behavior Gary.
Hey, you ain't lying about that. Man, my back hurting right now.
Pacquiao's illustrious career has long commanded admiration, including from Tyson himself. The heavyweight great has often lauded Pacquiao's tireless fighting spirit and stunning accomplishments. In a 2015 interview, Tyson singled out Pacquiao's ceaseless movement and aggression as his greatest assets, describing them as traits that could trouble even the likes of Floyd Mayweather. But beyond technique, Tyson holds deep respect for Pacquiao's integrity and contributions to the sport. During the launch of Tyson's boxing gym, the two legends shared a heartfelt exchange. Tyson praised Pacquiao, saying, "You have made the Philippines proud and brought honor to the sport of boxing," to which Pacquiao warmly referred to Tyson as his big brother. Pacquiao's journey from the streets of General Santos City to global boxing fame was profoundly...
Contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big-time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight.
Oh.
Looks sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
That you don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rios.
In other words,
what do you think? You're an expert. What do you think?
I think like Gennady Golovkin looks sensational.
Hey, he doesn't. That man don't make those moves like the guy.
See, you don't know what you're talking about. You're supposed to be an expert.
He doesn't make those moves.
You mean sensational? It's not just who would beat who, but who does things that you're not supposed to be able to do.
Oh, he was masterful. The side movements, Rios can get a punch off.
Right. And you like aggressive action fighters.
Aggressive in action, yes. That was awesome. And throws a lot of punches. He threw a lot of active, masterful boxing punches like Willie Pepper. Yes.
Shaped by his admiration for Tyson. As a young boy, he was mesmerized by Tyson's dominance in the ring during the 1980s. His uncle, Sardo Mahaya, played a pivotal role by renting VHS tapes of Tyson's ferocious bouts, which Pacquiao studied endlessly. This early exposure ignited his passion for boxing and a burning desire to emulate Tyson's explosive style. Pacquiao has often named Tyson his favorite fighter, revealing that Tyson's performances in 1990 were what inspired him to chase boxing greatness. The mutual respect between the two champions was on full display during Pacquiao's visit to Tyson's gym, where they exchanged praise once again. Tyson reiterated, "You have made the Philippines proud and honored the sport," to which Pacquiao affectionately called him his big brother. Their bond, rooted in mutual respect and shared triumphs, underscores the profound influence Tyson had on Pacquiao's career, from being a childhood idol to a fellow legend. Pacquiao's decision to return to the ring for a WBC welterweight title clash against Mario Barrios has stirred deep concern among boxing insiders and fans. Despite his legendary resume, many argue that a comeback at this point poses serious health risks. Former rival and now retired star Shawn Porter expressed worry, noting Pacquiao's slowed reflexes and diminished conditioning, particularly visible during a recent exhibition against Rukia Ampo. Porter stressed that Pacquiao's current training doesn't match his prime, and facing a younger, active fighter like Barrios could be dangerously one-sided. Adding to the apprehension, veteran promoter Bob Arum drew a stark comparison to Muhammad Ali, who endured long-term health issues after fighting well past his peak. Arum warned that years of punishment in the ring could leave lasting damage, and Pacquiao's health might hang in the balance. Fans, too, voiced their unease, especially after watching Pacquiao
Okay. So, but yeah, Manny, no. Love you, but no.
Yeah, but Manny's got that foot speed, though, and the hand speed, in and out, Manny does. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know now. He's kind of old now. But,
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, so I don't know about that, Manny. But
yeah, I honestly, I don't have a problem with the country's pros being in the Olympics. I don't, because it doesn't matter. It's like we're gonna do our best, and in my mind, we're gonna beat you, and I don't care.
Man, okay. All right.
struggle in the exhibition. Many turned to social media to plead with him, urging him to reconsider the return for fear of brain injury or a tarnished legacy. Though the WBC cleared Pacquiao for the bout after thorough medical checks, the dominant mood in the boxing world is one of caution. Adding his voice to the growing chorus of concern, Amir Khan recently weighed in on Pacquiao's potential return. At 46, sharing a mix of admiration and worry. While Khan hailed Pacquiao's legendary stature, he didn't shy away from pointing out the physical limitations of age. In a frank interview, Khan remarked, "Manny is a legend, no doubt, but boxing is a young man's game. At 46, your reflexes, recovery, and durability just aren't the same. I'd hate to see him hurt because he's pushing beyond his limits." Khan acknowledged that Pacquiao still appears sharp in training videos.
Here we are with the Hall of Fame promoter, Bob Arum. Bob, how did Muhammad Ali's gala turn out?
A sensation, beyond expectation. Everybody had an unbelievable time. The entertainment was great. Everything was sensational.
How can you compare promoting Muhammad Ali's fight to promoting Manny Pacquiao fight?
Well, I was a lot younger then.
A lot younger. Was Manny there?
Yes.
You know, I've been hearing the rumors that Manny haven't signed the contract to fight Bradley. Is it false?
No.
Okay.
But cautioned that looking good in the gym doesn't equate to surviving 12 rounds against a hungry younger fighter like Barrios. He also reflected on his own missed mega fight with Pacquiao, which was derailed by financial and contractual obstacles. According to Khan, the fight never materialized because investors from the UAE failed to secure the funds, and promoter Bob Arum admitted they needed more time. The deal ultimately fell apart due to broken promises and middlemen interference. Despite that disappointment, Khan remains open to the idea of a comeback, but only under the right conditions. He clarified that any return would be strictly for marquee fights against elite names like Pacquiao or Mayweather. "I'm 90% retired anyway," Khan said. "I don't have the fire for boxing anymore unless it's Manny or Floyd." Meanwhile, Tyson stirred the...
And Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, "Shall we do a fight? Shall we?" Like, he's quite serious about it. He was like, "Shall we make a fight happen?" I go, "Listen, if you can get a funder, if you can get someone like a Turkey Yellow Sheikh on board, then why not?"
There's no, I mean, that must be able to be made. That, yeah. I mean, surely
you do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell. I mean, Manny having a massive Philippine fan base, and all around the world, really. And then obviously myself, I've got a decent fan base as well. So I think it will definitely sell, and people would like to see. You know, when people make comebacks, I mean, people always like to see them see how the fight's going to be. And me and Manny are probably in the same position. We'd be both being retired for like 3-4 years. I think it will make a good fight.
And you're only 38 as well, man. So we've seen boxers older than that getting back into the ring. I mean, you're still at a good age where you certainly could box again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at George Foreman, the late George Foreman. You know, he was a great champion, and he came back. I think he must have been in his late 40s when he come back and won a world title as well. So look, in boxing, it's always that one punch. And at the same time, though, guys, is that I look back and think, do I need to get back in the ring again? You know, we've always been prize fighters. I've always taken punches to the head. It could just be that one punch that hurts you, and, you know, God forbid you get hurt and you can't spend good.
Pot once again during an episode of his podcast, Hot Boxin', where he made a provocative statement. Naoya Inoue has eclipsed Manny Pacquiao in sheer skill and ferocity. Tyson described Inoue as a vicious, mean son of a, marveling at the Japanese powerhouse's dominance in the ring. He doesn't look like much, but he's better than Manny Pacquiao, Tyson said, admiring Inoue's quiet ruthlessness and razor-sharp technique. Nicknamed the Monster, Inoue boasts an immaculate record, having captured world titles across 4 weight divisions and becoming the undisputed champion at both bantamweight and super bantamweight. His clinical precision, coupled with a staggering 90% knockout rate, underscores his supremacy. While Pacquiao's accolades, including championship belts in 8 divisions, are unparalleled, Tyson's comparison highlights Inoue's unblemished streak and calculated style. This perspective adds fresh fuel to the ongoing debate over boxing's pound-for-pound greats. Now Pacquiao is set for a stunning return to the ring at 46, nearly 4 years after his last professional appearance. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman has confirmed that Pacquiao will challenge reigning WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July 2025. This comeback is made possible under a WBC rule that allows former champions to compete for titles upon return from retirement, a provision once applied to the legendary Sugar Ray Leonard. The official announcement is pending Pacquiao's Senate campaign conclusion in the Philippines on May 12th, but reports already indicate T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas is reserved for July 19th, suggesting that date as the likely showdown. Adding to the gravity of this moment, Pacquiao will be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in June 2025, joining fellow greats Vinny Paz and Michael Nunn in the modern men's category. Expressing his joy, Pacquiao said, I'm so happy to be selected for the Hall of Fame. This is a wonderful Christmas gift. His last win, a memorable 2019 victory over Keith Thurman, adds weight to his...
That's wild. Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This is a monster.
Crazy dude?
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean son.
Where's he fight?
He's a Japanese, 118 pounds, but wow, he was like 108.
Boxing?
He's a mean son of a... Oh yeah, you gotta see this bad motherfucker. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was little like that. Just as good.
He looks like a fucking pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious. The monk
comeback attempt, drawing comparisons to late career resurgences from icons, like George Foreman and Bernard Hopkins. His longtime manager, Sean Gibbons, described him as a modern-day gladiator. While many fans and analysts raise concerns about the risks tied to fighting at this age, Pacquiao's willpower and legendary status continued to mesmerize supporters around the globe. For Mario Barrios, the opportunity to fight a living legend like Pacquiao is no small matter. Under the guidance of elite trainer Virgil Hunter, Barrios is sharpening his strategy, focusing on endurance, timing, and exploiting any rust Pacquiao may show after a long layoff. Hunter has been key in enhancing Barrios' fundamentals, particularly his jab, movement, and defense, maximizing his natural reach advantage. Barrios' most recent title defense, a grueling split draw against Abel Ramos in November 2024 at AT&T Stadium, showcased his grit. Both fighters scored knockdowns. Barrios in round 2, Ramos in round 6, but Barrios showed the ability to adjust on the fly, proving his ring IQ and toughness. As Barrios gears up for his biggest test yet, he remains laser-focused, acknowledging the immense challenge and historical weight of facing a fighter like Pacquiao. He and his team are meticulously preparing, leaving no detail unchecked in pursuit of victory and further establishing his place among the elite in the welterweight division. The looming clash between Manny and Mario has ignited a firestorm of debate in the boxing community. Some thrilled, others uneasy. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman expressed full support, calling Pacquiao a timeless competitor and adding, "I really like the idea. I think Pacquiao can beat or challenge any fighter out there today." This sentiment reflects the WBC's faith in Pacquiao's enduring skill and charisma. Sean Gibbons, Pacquiao's advisor, also sees the fight as a golden opportunity, calling Barrios the ideal opponent. A 50-50 fight, but very winnable for Manny. He believes Barrios' style could align well with Pacquiao's signature, speed and angles, making this not only a worthy contest, but potentially a triumphant comeback. Though Pacquiao has cleared all medical checks for the fight, caution still echoes throughout the boxing world, with voices questioning whether the risks are worth the reward. The match has evolved beyond mere sport. It's become a collision of eras and ideologies. Pacquiao remains a national icon in the Philippines, and his return has sparked nationwide excitement, with media buzz and public celebrations marking the occasion. For many Filipinos, Pacquiao is more than an athlete. He's a symbol of perseverance and pride. This fight represents not just another bout, but a legacy reborn. On the other side stands Mario Barrios, representing the hunger of a new generation. Hailing from San Antonio, Texas, and of Mexican-American descent, Barrios carries the hopes of both his hometown and the broader Latino community. His rise has inspired fans who see in him their own aspirations. The fight's setting, Las Vegas, the beating heart of high-stakes boxing, further magnifies its cultural and historical significance. As the two prepare to collide, this matchup stands as more than just...
What do you think about Mario Barrios? What I'm saying is his mentality is what I love. This guy came out of losing to Tank Davis, goes up to 147, fight Keith one time Thurman, lose to him and fight Ugas? Yeah. Boy, that's like Sean Porter just taking him on, bro. I think if you're a boxing fan, you love that shit, man. Yeah. And not everybody's perfect. People lose in life. So when you look at this guy come off 2 losses and then take on somebody like Ugas and win, man, come on, man. And win? You gotta feel that, bro.
A fight. It's a narrative of legacy versus momentum, tradition against renewal. In this vibrant clash of generations and cultures, the Pacquiao-Barrios showdown promises to be a defining moment in boxing's evolving story, uniting fans in passion and anticipation. Do you think Pacquiao's experience will shine through, or will Barrios' youth and drive carry the day? Share your thoughts below. As the world of boxing braces for the highly anticipated comeback of Manny Pacquiao, a debate has been set in motion. One that will see Pacquiao's immense legacy clash with the youthful fire and momentum of rising stars like Mario Barrios. This pivotal match, set for July 2025, embodies more than just the end of Pacquiao's near 4-year hiatus. It represents the continuation of a story that has captivated fans for decades, highlighting the tension between experience and raw energy in the unforgiving world of boxing. What does it mean when an all-time great steps back into the ring after years of retirement? Can the undying spirit of a champion overcome the physical realities of age? And can a young contender seize the moment when it counts most? At 46, Pacquiao's decision to return to the ring is monumental, not just for his fans in the Philippines.
Had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best, and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most, or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are two of the best fighters we've ever seen.
But for the sport as a whole, he's a figure whose life story has transcended boxing. From growing up in poverty in General Santos City to becoming one of the most decorated and revered athletes in the world, Pacquiao has earned his place as a true global icon. His list of accomplishments in the ring is nothing short of extraordinary. World titles across 8 weight divisions, victories over some of the sport's most formidable opponents, and the status of being one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in history. Yet, despite all his accolades, the comeback at this stage in his life and career is met with trepidation. As Mike Tyson rightly pointed out, boxing is a young man's sport, and, at 46, the body does not react as it once did. The physical demands of the sport, combined with the risks involved, brain injuries, long-term physical toll, and the loss of reflexes, cannot be ignored. Pacquiao's own battle against father time is a daunting one, and fans, fighters, and analysts alike have expressed genuine concern for his well-being. However, Pacquiao is no ordinary fighter. He has already proven time and again that he is capable of defying the odds, whether it be in the ring or in his multifaceted life. His tenacity and work ethic are the stuff of legends. At his best, Pacquiao was a whirlwind of speed, power, and relentless aggression, a fighter capable of overwhelming opponents in a matter of moments. His ability to adapt to new challenges, evolve
We
his
have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight for Manny. So again, over the next month or so, we'll either be able to make these fights or we won't. That is definitely
and deliver performances that defied logic made him a standout in a sport where age and wear and tear are often more pronounced. His return against Mario Barrios, a fighter with energy and momentum at the peak of his career, adds yet another layer of intrigue to the equation. Barrios, with his youth and explosive potential, will be a formidable challenge for a man who has spent nearly 4 years away from the sport. The upcoming ace fight is not only a test of physical abilities, but also a mental one. A test to see if Pacquiao's willpower and boxing IQ can still overcome the limitations of age.